Hello, my name is Jay, and welcome back to my Tech Vault. And today we're going to be talking about Navi, what it needs to do and what needs to happen in this release for it to be successful. So if you've been following any bit of PC hardware for the last couple of years, and I apologize, this is going to be kind of repetitive, but some of the key things I need to point out are, number one, we had a couple graphics cards, especially Vega and the Radeon 7, that both came out from AMD that I would say were less than stellar launches. They were not the best in, I guess, the timing, especially for Vega. Vega came out at the height of the cryptocurrency or shortly before the height of the cryptocurrency craze, and therefore it really didn't get a good start. And now here we are again with Nvidia, just recently, I believe like yesterday or something, announcing the super lineup of cards, but besides being super expensive, they were okay in performance. But they also did push the boundaries of what we expect for performance and price a little bit farther. So now that that's kind of out of the way, we have, of course, Vega 7, or Radeon 7, I believe, which is also Vega 2, Vega Plus, whatever you want to call it. So Radeon 7 is supposed to be tiered at the top end of their product stack. Now the problem with Vega 7, I say 2, I think I meant 7. The problem with Radeon 7 is that it is positioned at the top of the product stack, and some of the rumors floating around are saying that Radeon 7 will be the top tier card. And why I'm a little concerned about that is Radeon 7 is about 1080 Ti performance. And with comparing that to currently the other cards, the 2060 arguably is about equivalent to a 1080, even pushing the boundaries a little bit, so it's between the 1080 and the 1080 Ti. So what really concerns me is the fact that we've got Nvidia with a mid-range card, supposedly the mid-range card, pushing frame rates and performance equivalent of last gen's top tier card. And AMD coming out with their top-end card saying, hey, this is what we've got, our Radeon 7 is just a 1080 Ti. It really shows that Nvidia is pushing forward, and AMD kind of needs to catch up. Don't get me started, AMD is doing a great job on their CPUs. Not concerned there, they are really, really getting ahead of Intel, which is good for them. But for the for the GPU department, I really think that there needs to be a little bit this needs to be a pretty good release, I guess. So there's some rumors floating around, I'm also going to talk about those. So Radeon 7 is supposed to be the top tier card, as we know, but there has been some rumors floating around about a RX 5700 XT and 5700, which I believe were announced. And then I believe one of the board partners put a bunch of trademarks out there for an RX 5500, 5600, 5700, 5800, and 5900, and then 5950 XT. And of course with XT models included all in there. So what that really means is if the RX 5700 and 5700 XT is equivalent to about the 2070, which is equivalent to about the 1080 with a little bit more, it means that this is going to be positioned, if the RX 5950 XT does end up being a real product, it will be positioned right up against NVIDIA's top tier 2080 Ti. Now that's obviously assuming that that's where they want to go, which if this product does end up releasing in that position, and if it does end up being a good price point, not extremely outpriced, and competing with NVIDIA's cards, I think AMD has a lot to gain here. But if this does turn out to just be a Radeon 5700 and its XT model, I can't see anyone in their right mind, even with $500 for it being $500 now with the release of the 2060 Super, that it really doesn't seem like without ray tracing, it just seems like in order for this to be a good release, we really need a solid product stack that competes in the higher end and the lower ends all across the board from AMD. So I really do hope that AMD does pull through on this. I like to see an actual good groundbreaking product from AMD in the graphics department. Just see something that really is a good price, good value, etc. Because right now Nvidia, sadly, as sad as I want to say it, has clearly got the upper hand here. And AMD is doing a wonderful job in their processors, and I commend them for that. It's absolutely amazing with a 16-core processor on AM4. Looking forward to it, but currently I just can't see the graphics at what we know so far being anywhere close to competing with Nvidia all across the board. So they really need a far and a good, decent amount of products. But thank you very much for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day. And try the channel for other cool tech-related news, reviews, builds, etc. And see you guys later. Goodbye.